Hey there. So here's the Empower Network compensation plan explained in a simple method here. So let's say you have a sponsor and here is you. Now let's say once you join, you went out and you made 13 sales. Out of these 13, every second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth after that. So it's 11th, 16th, 21, 26, 31st, 36th. Those are the sales you pass up to the person above you, which is your sponsor. The first, third, fifth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Those are gonna go to you. So everywhere you see the check mark, you get to keep those, and the X is being passed up to the sponsor. Now, because this second person was passed up to the sponsor, let's say he goes out and he makes two sales. Obviously, he keeps the first one, and the second one he passes up to the sponsor because he's directly connected to the sponsor. Similarly, because this fifth person, you see the check mark, that's connected to you. Let's say he goes out and makes five sales. Same strategy again. Every second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth after that, it's going to be passed up to you because they are connected to you. He gets to keep the first, third, fifth, and so on, just like the structure above here. Now, out of these five, the second and fourth, because they are passed up to you, they are directly connected to you. So let's say this fourth person goes out and makes three sales. Same thing as above. He gets to keep the first and third, and he passes up his second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth to you. So now this second person, because it was passed up to you, now he's connected to you. So he makes two sales. You get the second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth of his. Same thing here. Now again, this number 12 is connected to you. So first 3 and 5 goes to him. But the second and fourth, because they are connected to you with this check mark, they are passed up to you. Second person goes out, makes two sales. You get to keep the second one. This person goes, makes two sales. You get to keep this second sale because down the line they are all connected to you. Same thing with this fourth person. Fourth person of the number 12 member, he makes two sales. You get to keep the second one. So the bottom line is that every second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth after that, so be it 11, 16, 21, 26, 31, 36, 41, 46, on and on and on to infinity levels, are passed up to you. Because the pass ups are connected to you, their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth are connected to you. Now, this model was based on the basic package, which is the $25 blogging system platform. Now, the second one is for the $100. Same cycle goes on and on and on. The third one is a one-time $500 product. Same cycle goes on. The fourth one is for $1,000. The last one is for $3,500, out of which you get to keep the $3,000 every sale. But this is the model. Every person underneath you passes up their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth to you. Now, those second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth, their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth, their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth are passed up to you down to infinity level. So you see the potential. Now you might think that because you are passing up your second, fourth, sixth, 11, 16, 21, 26 to the sponsor, should you worry about them? Well, yes. And here is why. Here is the same compensation model on a plan base. So here are the number of sales. So let's say you bought seven people underneath you. Of course, you got to keep the first, third, fifth, seven, and as the passive system, second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth, you pass it up to your sponsor. So your second, your fourth, and your sixth is passed up, but they all came in underneath you. Now everybody upgrades their plan from basic to the $100 and 500 and $1,000, $3,500 at a different time. So let's say out of this 7 people, number person B is the first one to upgrade to the $100 plan. Now, because he's the first one in your $100 plan, you get to keep his $100. Now remember, you pass your second sale, which was B, to your sponsor. But because B is the first one in your $100 power line, you get to keep $100. And these two products, as it says here, per month. So every month you get to keep the $100, not the 25 because that's passed up every month. But B, you get to keep $100 off B every month, and then his second, fourth, and sixth, and so on and on. Now again, let's take the second example. C here belongs to you because he's your third sale, but he is the second person who decides to join the $100 power line. Now because he is second in the $100 power line, he's going to be passed up to your sponsor. Same thing here, you pass up D, but here D is the third one, so you can keep the third one, so you get to keep D's $100 every single month. Now same thing for the $500. Now let's say A directly decided to go to $500 instead of $100. Because A becomes the first person to join the $500 power line, you get to keep the $500. Also, you get to keep the $25 every month, not to forget that. Same thing. B here was your first $100 sale, but here because B decides to join the $500 power line a little bit later than A, so now B becomes your second, so you don't get to keep the $500, and they are going to be passed up on to your sponsor. Now again, you pass up the C here because that's the second sale in the $100 power line. You don't keep the $100, but let's say here number C becomes the third person to join this power line. You still get to keep the $500 one-time payment, and you continue to keep person C's $25 as long as he stays an active member. Same thing, you pass up this sixth person here, but person F becomes your fifth here, so you get to keep that. Now F becomes number fourth here, you pass up. So the X here are you passing up, the check marks you keeping them. So the point for this explanation is that each power line works differently, so they are not connected to each other, they are all independent on them. Now again, for you to make all the commissions in each power line, you first have to own the product. So let's say for example, if you don't own this $100 product, all of these people will pass up to the person above you if he has the $100 product. If he doesn't own that, then all of these are passed up to the person above him. So that's the whole concept. You have to have the product in order to earn commission underneath the power line of that particular product. So that, my friend, in a nutshell, this is the Empower Network compensation plan. And again, because I was explaining this diagram using your example, but let's say this first person goes down and brings 5 people, as we saw in this example here. See, this fifth person goes out and brings 5 people. You get to keep the second and the fourth because you pass up because they pass up their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth to you. Same thing underneath them, because they are directly connected to you on a passive line. Their second, fourth, sixth, and every fifth goes to you. Their second, fourth, and fourth, sixth, and every fifth goes up to you, and this goes infinite level down. So these are the a simple version of the compensation plan, and there is no other version. So this is all. I just try to make it simple as possible, so that way it becomes clear to you, right? Thanks.